Many diets focus on what to eat, but intermittent fasting focuses on when to eat. Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to take a deep dive into intermittent fasting to learn more about it, and whether it is safe or not. You've probably seen or heard about intermittent fasting, haven't you? This weight loss technique is gaining popularity among people who want to lose weight. But first, let us understand the origins of fasting. To clarify certain definitions, fasting is intentionally not consuming food. Fasting has its beginnings in ancient times, when it was a normal practice to fast to help heal the body. It also has religious roots, where it is claimed to assist, deepen your relationship to your beliefs. What is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that involves alternating periods of fasting and eating. It does not focus on what foods to eat, but rather when to eat them. The most common approach to intermittent fasting is to divide the day or week into specific fasting and eating windows. There are several popular methods of intermittent fasting, including 1. Time-restricted feeding. This method involves fasting for a set period each day and consuming all meals within a specific time window. For example, a common approach is the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window each day. 2. Alternate day fasting. With this method, you alternate between fasting days and regular eating days. On fasting days, you consume very few calories or no food at all, while on regular eating days, you eat normally. 3. Modified fasting. This approach involves fasting on certain days of the week or limiting calorie intake on fasting days. For example, the 5-2 method involves eating normally for 5 days of the week and restricting calorie intake to about 500-600 calories on the remaining 2 days. Intermittent fasting has gained popularity for several reasons. Some potential benefits associated with intermittent fasting include weight loss, improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, enhanced cellular repair processes, and potential cognitive benefits. Other advantages of intermittent fasting include the ability to protect organs from chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, age, related neurodegenerative disorders, inflammatory bowel disease, and many malignancies. Here are some intermittent fasting benefits. Thinking and memory. Studies discovered that intermittent fasting boosts working memory in animals and verbal memory in adult humans. Heart health. Intermittent fasting improved blood pressure and resting heart rates as well as other heart-related measurements. Physical performance. Young men who fasted for 16 hours showed fat loss while maintaining muscle mass. Mice who were fed on alternate days showed better endurance in running. Type 2 diabetes and obesity. In human studies, intermittent fasting prevented obesity. And in 6 brief studies, obese adult humans lost weight through intermittent fasting. People with type 2 diabetes may benefit. Most of the available research shows that intermittent fasting can help people lose body weight and lower their levels of fasting glucose, fasting insulin and leptin while reducing insulin resistance, decreasing levels of leptin and increasing levels of adiponectin. Certain studies found that some patients practicing intermittent fasting with supervision by their doctors were able to reverse their need for insulin therapy. Tissue health. Intermittent fasting reduced tissue damage in surgery and improved results. Is intermittent fasting safe? Some people try intermittent fasting for weight management, and others use the method to address chronic conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, high cholesterol, or arthritis. But intermittent fasting isn't for everyone. But before you try intermittent fasting, or any diet, you should check in with your primary care practitioner first. Some people should steer clear of trying intermittent fasting. Children and teens under age 18. Women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. People with type 1 diabetes who take insulin. While an increasing number of clinical trials have shown that intermittent fasting is safe in people with type 2 diabetes, there have been no studies in people with type 1 diabetes. Matson explains, because those with type 1 diabetes take insulin, there is a concern that an intermittent fasting eating pattern may result in unsafe levels of hypoglycemia during the fasting period. Those with a history of eating disorders. But people not in these categories who can do intermittent fasting safely can continue the regimen indefinitely. It can be a lifestyle change and one with benefits. Keep in mind that intermittent fasting may have different effects on different people. Talk to your doctor if you start experiencing unusual anxiety, headaches, nausea, or other symptoms after you start intermittent fasting. And that's a wrap for today's video on intermittent fasting. We've covered the basics of this popular eating pattern and explored its potential benefits. Remember, intermittent fasting is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and it's important to listen to your body and consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new dietary regimen. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more health and wellness content. We have a range of videos that dive deeper into various aspects of nutrition, fitness, and overall well-being, so make sure you don't miss out. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you'll be notified whenever we release new content. Lastly, if you have any questions, comments, or personal experiences with intermittent fasting, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave them in the comments section below. You can also connect with us on our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links are in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Your support means the world to us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy and have a fantastic day.